Welcome to the best basketball podcast in the nation. This is 5 on 5.
That boy locked in for real.
He's locked in for real.
I mean, he doesn't even pretend like he wants to be here. I don't even think he knows we're live.
Listen, man,
That's his character.
listen, man, I don't want to be here, man. This 5-on-5 stuff, man.
Oh, before you continue what you're gonna say, be really careful. All right, buddy, be really careful.
About what?
And then whatever he was gonna say, be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just tired
better
of,
watch your stuff. No, tired of what? Be
losing
careful.
in team play. You know, if y'all don't know, if you know, you know. But
We honestly should have. Yeah, we should have put out an episode.
We revived a 2K only for me and Guled and the loser buns.
Don't group me with you.
Don't you are the number one
Even
loser.
when you
are the number one loser right now.
Yeah, we gotta put out an episode for the fans, man.
We do. Actually, I found my Elgato. Funny enough, when I was looking for the mic stand, I found the Elgato.
Yeah, that'd be some good all-star content.
I mean, I think that's for you, brother, because I got no place to put it. I think you, Elgato. I'll drop it off at your house.
All right, I'll figure out how to use it.
Say no more. Also,
I'm gonna do hand cam too.
Hand cam.
Yeah.
And came is nuts.
How about this? You do that, and I'll do a altcast, right? Whereas me and Big Fist, we just say the craziest things.
You could just put in the party audio then.
All right. And welcome to episode 16, season 2 of 5 on 5. We're here with an all-star special episode. All-star weekend just happened, recording on Monday, the day after. Happy President's Day. Shout out George Washington. Real quick, I want to do a quick intros starting off.
Shout out to my president, Brad Stevens.
Yup. Best president in the game.
Bill Clinton.
Nancy Reagan. My bad.
I think. Wait. Big Fish, you know what? Let's talk about who do you think and Nancy Reagan is?
As your lawyer, I suggest you to not answer that question.
Listen, some would say number one eater, but I will say
I don't think you know. Wait,
great.
I said as your lawyer.
Great first lady. Great.
Who do y'all think the?
I try to be his lawyer, Sadik. I try to be his lawyer.
Yeah,
He's going around the block.
Those are out of control.
All right, okay. And that's Big Fish. I'm not even giving no special intro.
Hey, Google Nancy Reagan's legacy before becoming first lady. That's all I'm saying.
Generational talent. Generational.
All right, then we got the man, the myth, the legend, Gigi Guled. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man.
Boo. What if you get booed?
Yo,
would not be able to handle that.
Listen, we're not cut out his
audio. Cut out his audio. He's loose
today. I like this Big Fish. I like
Who's loose.
And then we got the
we no loose.
This guy's acting like Kenny Smith in the All-Star game, bro. Someone get this
guy. That's good stuff.
All right. And then finally we got the main man, Pascal Siakam. The indie all-star, 10%. 10, how you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Doing good.
I don't reference that first name, but I'm 10.
Listen, man. Let's get it started with. I don't know how to start. All-Star Weekend, fellas. Any instant reactions? You know, anything y'all want to just?
I think the people with players in it should go first. Firstly,
all right, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to All-Star Weekend. That shit was fire. Shout out to all the events. Everyone's gonna hate on it, but what can you do? Shout out to JB, quick 36 ball. Certain people from Milwaukee were ball hugging, but we're not gonna talk about it. But I thought that was fire. My favorite moment in All-Star Weekend, honestly, Can't even lie to you. I think it was when like what Steph did. Like that was so foul what he did. I really thought he was going to throw that 3-point contest versus Sabrina. I really thought he was, but he really stroked that thing. Go ahead.
Listen, I want you to know I'm still in shock that you said fire. Like that's like I think all of us our jaws kind of dropped. But I
I
mean,
thought it was fire.
Speak for
the whole
yourself.
weekend was
200
fire.
points.
The weekend was
200 points.
wait.
That's fire.
That's fire.
Yeah, the East smacking the West. That's fire. That's fire to me.
Okay, I got okay. 10, go ahead, man.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about the weekend as a whole,
This is a whole. This is a whole before we get into the nitpicking.
I think if the weekend ended on Saturday, I would have said it was fire because I liked it. But the thing about the All-Star weekend, especially the last few years, the Sunday really ruins everything because, and I think it's because of the players too, where the players kind of tune out and they had a long weekend and there's so many things going on. And once it gets to the All-Star game, which the players it should be the most important thing, but it's really like, as for the NBA, they put the least amount of effort into it in terms of like putting the product out. So I think if it ended on Saturday, I feel like it would have been a decent All-Star weekend. I think the Sunday kind of really, really brought it down. But I'm gonna say the opposite of what Big P said. I don't think it was fire at all. I think it was trash, to be honest. But there were some events that I really liked. I really liked the 3-point contest. I really liked the innovations they brought to the All-Star weekend, like the Sabrina versus Steph thing.
So all
I
you
like
like
the
is
fact that
stuff where
Steph
they're
tried.
shooting the ball. That's all you like. You don't like no. Come on,
Woo!
to say you.
I'm really glad that you brought that up because that's a suggestion that we might get into it later in the podcast.
All right, listen.
But I think it was decent if it like before Sunday.
Okay, fair. All right, all right, Guled.
Mm. You know, no matter what you guys say, All Star Weekend always has a special place in my heart. You know, me being a former All Star and everything like that.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
That was a joke. That was a joke. But no, I am serious. Either way, the All Star time is a fun part of the year where if you love the NBA and you love the stars and then it's like a clash of all your favorite media personalities and whatnot. You're seeing them on TV. It's just a fun weekend overall. I don't take it too serious, and clearly neither do they. It's fun if you have someone playing in it, but the competition is another thing. I honestly I don't even know what to say anymore. The competitions themselves, I feel like, are only as good as the people will take them serious.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
ideas, no, I'm with you. The ideas are great. I love the idea of a dunk contest. I love the idea of a 3-point skills. I love the ideas of them. Just in my head, it was, and I'll wait till my turn. But you can go ahead and finish what you're saying because if I start now, I ain't gonna finish. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's gonna always come down to the players. I mean, they can incentivize them as much as they want, but the players are the ones that are gonna be actually on the floor. There's things they can do to help to maybe tweak some things around, but the players and in certain competitions, the judges can really ruin the game.
Yep.
So yeah, that was my overall
Listen,
take on
my
the weekend.
overall thing was, and I don't know.
Oh wait, real quick. Let me end it by this. Indiana was a great place. Was a great
They
host.
kept it real. They
No,
kept
Indiana keeps it real, man.
LA would have been crazy for that show.
They always say it, but Indiana is a great basketball place.
No, Hoosiers, the Pacers, like Indiana basketball, like
All right, let's not act like you were on this before. All right,
no,
buddy.
Indiana.
Say it's great and move on.
Indiana is known for great. They have great high school teams, great college teams.
Name one.
The Hoosiers, like there's a whole movie about that, brother. It's the biggest. It's the
Hey,
biggest.
good job, Sadik. He put
Anyways.
you under pressure and you responded, Sadik. I like
Okay,
that.
it's impressive. I just have to.
Anyways, it
That's
was
impressive.
my turn.
Sorry.
But yeah, I like the city hosting it. The fans kept it 100, and shout out to the Colts Stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium. If you know, you know.
Well, yeah. If I'm
A lot
a
of
Peyton
greatness
Manning
in that
super
building.
Y'all a
fan,
fan of the LED floors?
it was cool.
The
I
LED
guess.
floors are tough. They were tough. I think Jalen Brown abused them a little bit, but go ahead, Sadik, it's your turn.
All right, I feel like we're being too nice, and and we all know. I'm not going to yell. That shit was a way, and I think it's so disappointing for everything I'm about to say because, like Guled, especially the kid, but like I look forward to All Star Weekend, and that shit was ash. That shit was dog shit. That it was not good at all. The 3-point shooting contest was fun. That was fun. But like, so everything else besides that was the skills challenge. I got my whole family together. We got food. Everyone sat down. My mom loves basketball. Like she loves it. She lived for it.
Big Saturday night. Big
Saturday
Saturday
night,
night.
everyone was there. All right, and my cousins came over. All right? I invited Guled. I invited Guled. I invited Guled to come over. That's how much.
And what did he say?
That's how much the idea of All Star Weekend. All right. Like the idea, but I'm like, oh, I can't wait. That shit was a waste of my time. First off, it starts on Friday, right? The celebrity game. That's fun. I get it. Whatever. All right. One, the celebrity game. Please recognize who you have on the court. Give Kai set the ball. He was the biggest star there. And Micah Parsons, you are not why everyone's turning on TV. I'm being honest. All right, this is my opinion. Kai Cenat you were supposed to be what Kevin Hart was, but
I remember that year.
I'm being honest. No, but
I remember that year.
Yeah, everyone remembers that year because it was fun.
It was 2 years.
But Kevin Hart's a real hooper, though.
Yeah, well, listen, Kai Cenat. Anyways, I'll get to look. The skills challenge was I've never seen. Like I know, and I know they never take it seriously. Like that one I've known because they have never but taken it seriously. They're always too cool, trying to go but through the cones or whatever. They never but taking it seriously. That dunk contest was a waste of my time. I don't give a. There wasn't one. The Matt McClung where he went, like, but that shit was tough. Where he caught the ball in the air again. Okay, cool. The rest of that I didn't care about. I really.
Bro, you're jumping ahead, bro. We asked you for your initial thoughts.
Sorry. Long story short,
we'll get into everything.
No, you're right. But long story short, that shit was a waste of time. All right, as a product, because that's to everyone. You guys can point to all you want. You guys can lie to the cameras, lie to the podcast, but we all know the truth. All right,
your expectations
y'all
are
love
too
the word
high.
product, right? As a product, that was bad product. Return it. All right, return it. All right. I want them to call and say we are giving we are paying for everyone's cable, everyone's streaming services, everyone's tickets. Anywhere you watch it, we apologize. Here's a refund. That's how bad it was, and I stand by that statement.
I'm so glad. Before we move on, Sadik, I'm gonna pick up on what you said because I'm glad you brought up like the product of the NBA, right? And I know, Guled, you're saying that we don't really expect a lot. It's like a weekend where we're all supposed to have fun. But the thing about the All-Star Weekend, Adam Silver said it himself. This is what the NBA hangs their hat on in the middle of the year to kind of like for example, there are a lot of people that don't watch NBA basketball throughout the regular season. This is where they get fans and they say, okay, this is the product that we have. We're going to give you a snapshot of all the best players. And I feel like you have to put your best foot forward. I'm not talking about all the players should put their best foot forward in terms of effort, but I feel like the NBA as a whole should put their best foot forward and putting together the best product that weekend to get the casual fans, because that's really what this weekend's about. It's not because of the people that are going to watch NBA regardless because of us. This weekend is for people who don't really watch the NBA and they want to gain followers throughout the season. So I feel like this is where they have to put out their biggest product.
Great take, 10.
10, you're so eloquent.
You really are. Where I come around and say,
you,
but that's it with ass. Let's just get
shout out to the beautiful and amazing Jennifer Hudson. Thank you for performing, sister.
Hey, let's be real. If we're gonna be honest, shout out Jennifer Hudson. That was a good performance. But
it's an OG.
But
it's an OG.
Yeah, how about you? Why the hell is shouting out Jennifer Hudson?
No, I'm waiting for 10 to finish his point. Were you gonna say something?
But this brings back to my same point that I just said. We gotta know our audience, guys.
Get him out of here. Canceled.
We gotta know our audience. The majority of basketball fans did not come from Jennifer Hudson. Let's be real.
You want to sizzle or something, kid?
First of all, I didn't say that. I'm saying last year was fire. They had Burna Boy, they had Rema, they had Thames.
You're the only one who remembers. You're the only one who remembers that. You're the only one who remembers that.
No.
Look, man, let's just get into it. Let's start off, I guess, with the Rising Stars and Challenge game. And I'll be honest.
I missed it, so I'm gonna let y'all carry it. I missed it.
I turned it on. I
watched 2 clips.
I saw bits and pieces. All right, and I did
same.
And my favorite part about bits and pieces was that rookie, not the rookie, second year. I'm saying his name wrong. Huh?
Ben Mathner.
Yes, him and Jen Ivey were going at each other. All right, and then,
Yeah.
and then I was watching. I saw it live. I said, "Oh!" I'm like, "Oh my god, are they chatting to each other?" And I looked,
Yeah.
and it looked like Jen Abbey was playing D, and like it wasn't. I'm like, "This is competitive." I dare I say, I enjoyed that more than the All Star game.
Wait,
Dare I say?
Sadik, let me set you up. Let me set you up for the Rising Stars. I'm just gonna give you guys like a quick like what it was about, and then you guys can let us know your thoughts, right? So there are 4 teams for the Rising Stars challenge, and they had an elim ending final, which means they didn't have a run. They didn't have a running clock. They played to a final score, right? So they had a semifinal,
The Kobe
semifinal.
rule.
They played to 40 for the semifinals, and for the final game, they played to a final score of 25, right? And who won? The Jalen Rose's team won. Jalen Williams from the OKC hit a game winner. So what I wanted to ask you guys about the Rising Stars Challenge, I know they didn't follow the same rules for the All-Star game 2 days later, but how do you guys feel about the playing to a final score?
Let me tell you something. I think more importantly than playing to the final score, I like the multiple teams aspect about the Rising Stars Challenge. I said this before, but there's plenty of All Stars that didn't make it that could have been in there, maybe a few more, and then you break it down into more teams that are smaller, and then you make it shorter games and you make it tournament style. I think that will be a much better product. And knowing that if you lose,
Commissioner, wait. That's a good idea. Wait, brother.
I know, but he brought it up in the Rising. He asked about the score thing
No,
specifically.
how do you guys
You're
how do you
right.
feel about that? You don't have to exactly
About
specifically,
I mean, the score thing, target score thing could work, but it also cannot work. I'm saying, in addition to the target score, I like the idea of tournament style instead of just one long game, because one long game leaves a lot of time for not trying, and then by the time it's the end of the game where you thought you were gonna, be tight, it's like you're already down 30.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying the target score works, but only with like multiple shorter games,
Yeah, I
like
like
they
it
do
that
with the
way.
Rising Stars. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty good. What do you think, Big Fish?
I think it was tough. But let's take it too small, right?
More teams.
more teams.
Everyone's an
G
all-star.
leaguers,
Everyone in the league is
high
like,
schoolers, college hoopers. I need all of them in there.
I didn't see Peyton Pritchard out there. It would have been nice so he could play with the. He'd be the LeBron out there.
Well, I think he passed the
Pritchard would have
threshold.
won that 3-point contest, though. I'm telling you that.
Pritchard's not even-
That boy got a in his right arm, boy.
He's not even eligible though, right?
listen. All right, I don't know what to say.
The score thing specifically, buddy.
No, I like target score. I know I feel like the only year it really hit was the first time they did it after Kobe's death, like in that year. All right, like that 4 quarters one that everyone knows and I'm talking in the All Star game, so I'm kind of right. So I like the fact that they added it for the young guns, let them reach the score. More teams, more All Stars. That's a whole different thing.
Just a few more.
No, I know the idea of it. I like. I have to see how it's implemented, because when you say it out loud, I'm like, I'm maybe with you. I'm not there all the way.
But there's 24 All Stars now. I think.
Yeah,
You can do 4 teams of 6. Right? Does the mathing right there?
but then like you need bigs on every team. Like it gets icky there.
Do you need bigs on every team?
I'm just saying it gets icky because all right, I don't know, all right, but I like the idea. I will say my highlight for the Rising Stars and Skills Challenge, all that stuff outside of like the first stuff on Saturday was seeing Wemby do it, because Wemby just honestly, I just realized that Wemby's heads and tails are better and taller than a lot of his peers. I'm like, this guy, he does not belong on the he belonged on the All-Star court the way he was playing at times.
And now that you brought that up, Wemby had a terrible weekend. By the way, he lost everything.
He lost everything.
And he cursed on national television.
Skills Challenge was not his fault.
No, his team sold.
Ant pulled some
let's
weird
go
shit.
let's go to Skills Challenge. Let's
Get into it.
Let's go to Skills Challenge.
Wemby's team sold him. Wemby was trying his hard. I had to watch, and this is a thing again. The only team that tried hard the only team that didn't try hard, right, at first, or 2 teams: the Scotty Barnes and Trae Young team. All right, with I don't know, and Tyrese Maxey. I don't. First off, and I mean this so kindly when I say this, so please don't take it wrong. I don't think Scotty Barnes, and I might be a hater now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think Scotty Barnes belongs in anything All-Star related anymore. All right, just watching that.
Boo.
No, boo, whatever. Just watching him play, my eye test, and,
we were
I
hating
like.
on a young black man.
No, I like
Trying to
Maxi.
make it.
All right, but I'll tell
I
you
think,
this.
I think you said that once episode. Cut it out. Cut it out.
All right.
Me?
All I'm saying is this though. All right, but Anthony Edwards, the skills challenge, all the teammates were trying to be too cool. Maxi tried to be too cool, and I'm like, just give me like a little bit of effort. I'm not saying the first leg go out there and sprint through the cones. I would like if you did. All right. But they're trying to be too cool, and then him and Maxi, the same teammates, back to back, ran the wrong way around the cones. I'm like, brother, and on that 4K court, there's an arrow that tells you where to go, glowing red. I'm like, brother.
You'd even say the most flagrant thing.
What's that?
Anthony Edwards did everything shot with his left hand.
He did it the first time, and then he hit the side backboard 3 times. He said never again. He was done with that.
I feel like they got mad at him in the sideline too. So he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna switch it up."
He's out of his damn mind. What do you think you're doing? Disrespecting the weekend, disrespecting the people who came before you.
They were ass.
Disrespecting the fans.
They were ass, bro.
Especially,
go ahead. Whatever.
Especially when we thought Ant would be the one to save the All-Star game.
Yeah,
he comes out here and pulls that shit.
I mean, that was disgusting. But you guys covered the skills challenge pretty well. But
I think the All-Star Weekend has become a comedy show.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's the running theme of this podcast right now in terms of talking about the All-Star Weekend, and we're like, I feel like it's going towards comedy. But I'm gonna go back to Wemby for a second. I'm gonna just talk about how we should, like, let's really deep what just happened. I feel like this weekend ruined Wemby in a sense.
No, it didn't.
In a sense, I think it ruined him. And this might have been our last chance. Wemby could have been the guy that could have saved All-Star Weekend. Because look, hear me out. He was the only one trying in that skills challenge. He was trying.
Whoa. Shout out to Indiana. The team Indiana, the team that Tyrese Maxey.
Oh no. They did good. But I'm talking about like the player that tried the hardest, as like one player. It was Wemby, right?
Yeah.
And seeing what his teammate did, shooting left-handed threes, I feel like once they put the camera on Wemby one time, and I was like, okay, we lost him, y'all. I feel like he went to the side. He was like, I am never trying an All-Star Weekend again.
You saw that Wemby quote though.
What do you say?
He was like, I guess my team was just trying to have fun, but fun is winning.
Hey, I'm on that side.
We lost him.
We
lost him, man.
Bro,
but the thing is,
it's whatever.
We could have had it. We could have some of that trash.
What pisses me off is non-all-stars not trying. That's what pisses me off. Because what are you there for? You're there for a couple of events. Don't try to be cool in the skill challenge. Go. And you know what I liked? After the whole dribble thing, once Trae Young and his squad over there were embarrassed because 2 of his teammates are monkeys were going the wrong way. Yeah, I said monkeys. No. I'm airing my shit out. All right, going the wrong way. We have Paolo Banchero trying to be too cool, trying to walk through the drills, and they were trying to walk through this stuff. And Indiana went and wiped the floor. All right, all of a sudden, Trae Young's team starts working. Guess what happened? That's when it was exciting. I don't know if y'all watched the passing stuff they did. Where to go over there? Yeah, Trae Young's team went and broke a record. And I'm like, oh, Indiana's done. They got 90 or whatever. That's the highest score we've seen in this game, right?
And they kind of cheated. By the way.
This guy got more balls.
You can't grab 2 balls.
How's that cheating?
Technically, it's not cheating. That should be against the rules.
They got 3 balls at one time.
You should have 2 balls in your hand. Pause.
Hey, but what happened after that, though? Indiana came and said
they stole it. They did the same thing.
Like this. I was like, oh my god, they're and also Scotty Barnes is the funniest player alive. Just watch him play sometimes. Just watch him play. He's so funny.
Listen, can you leave Scotty Barnes alone?
I'm saying, bro. He threw the ball and he's like,
let's move on to a real event.
Go ahead.
One with more history, more prestige. One that was on a liquid IV air tank and heart monitor. How deceased it was almost dying, and then Jaylen Brown saved it.
Oh, come on, brother.
What are you talking about, bro?
Let him go, and then we'll go at him. We'll go at him because he knows he's wrong. But go ahead.
Isn't he? Let him go. Whatever.
This topic is gonna hurt me.
That dunk contest was fire. You can't tell me it wasn't. Obi Toppin's brother. Actually, I don't even want to disrespect from Guled. What's his first name?
Jacob.
Jacob Toppin went crazy. Very underrated. Jamie, he was cool. He was cool. But Matt showed out. JB has some good dunks. Just the idea and execution on some of them were a little weird. Like I agree. Putting a short person sitting down in a
He
chair
put
was
a
kind of weird.
5'3" person in a chair
But
and watch me
but
trip over him.
but JB said from the beginning, hey, my dunks have meaning to them, and they did.
Brother, what up?
Hey,
Hold on. I'm
let me
next. I'm next.
land. Let
I'm
me
next.
land. Let me
Go
land.
ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
next. I'm next.
You know
Let
what?
me
You
land.
know
Let
what?
me land. All right.
I'm gonna
You
punch
guys,
that way. Go last.
you
in
guys are
comments.
acting like this is a cop out or something. You know who JB is. This is a guy who puts meaning into everything. You can laugh all you want, but he takes every moment, every opportunity to put meaning in it. All right. That everyone thought that glove was for the left-handed jokes. That glove was a tribute to Michael Jackson, who was from Indiana. From Indiana. He's from Indiana. That's his glove, right?
I thought so
Two,
too, actually.
two, he did a shout out to Boston native that sadly passed away, Terrence Clark. All right? That was JB's young bull. All right? And the other one, then he tried to show out and do former Boston Celtic war number 30 or 7, D.D. Brown, I think. I think that's his name. Something like that. With the okay, JB did it after he dunked, kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Anyone else did it, you're cursed them out.
But you guys, listen, you guys can say what you want, this and that, but I find it cooler that a player with that much scrutiny for the dumbest stuff went out there and did that stuff. I don't care. You can laugh all you want. You can shit on me all you want. That takes guts. I'll tell you one thing I always rocked with JB from the beginning. He's fearless. Like a goldfish ramming his head into a freaking coral leaf. All right? Fearless.
Big fish out. All right. Look, I have no problem with anything you said. And you know what? I don't care what these two say. I actually thought it was a good dunk contest. Jaime being the worst one, he actually had pretty solid dunks.
Yeah.
I underestimated him a lot.
And I admit, some of the scores were boosted for JP. I admit.
Don't jump ahead, buddy. Jaylen Brown. If you look at all the dunks, Mac was coming in the best.
Mac was the best.
I thought Jacob Toppin was going to be just like Obi. Obi did very well last year, by the way. I think the dunk contest has become a joke because of the way that people perceive it. So like they have to over exceed the expectations and Jacob Toppin, who I thought was actually a great dunker. For those who don't know, Obi's father, they're dunkers for life. Obi's father was famous dunker back in the streets of New York.
Yep.
Okay? He has a nickname which I don't remember. All right. I thought the dunks were great. I thought JB's dunks had meaning. I thought Jaime's dunks were great. Mac McClung, who was the favorite coming in, I thought he was going to win. I knew he was going to win. And he's a good dunker, okay? But the NBA is hell-bent on getting stars in there. Even if it means forcibly doing it, which is what I thought happened. The judges were not scoring fairly. The judges have ruined the dunk contests in the past. If everyone remembers what Dwayne Wade did, that stunt he pulled to get Derek Jones Jr. the win ahead of I can't remember who he was dunking against, but
Zach LaVine.
he cheated. He cheated. Was it Zach LaVine?
It was Zach LaVine. I think it was, right?
I think it was Zach LaVine too.
Eric Gordon. It was one of them.
Mitchell.
It was one of those. Either way, he cheated. We saw it. But the judges, they really ruined that one, in my opinion. I like what Jaylen Brown did, but there's no way that he should have, scored higher than Jacob Toppin's 360 under the leg dunk. And people were saying, "Oh, he missed once." So did Jaylen Brown. And overall the degree of difficulty in the dunk was better. But overall, I think the judges ruined that dunk contest. The Indiana fans were even booing Jaylen Brown, who I thought wasn't fair. I mean, he didn't do the voting, but they kept it 100, which I like.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, what was?
them booing. That shit was
Yeah,
fire.
them just booing. But this is
I
why
love that.
this adds to the reasons why these stars don't want to do it. And I shout out Jaylen Brown for actually being someone who has a lot on the line. To be embarrassed in front of everybody. You know what happened to Jericho Sims? He was getting torn apart for a long time for his weak dunks, and the crowds are silent and everything like that. So it takes a lot of balls to come out there and do it. But they're scared of getting embarrassed. And guess what? Even when you're out there, they're scared that the judges are going to ruin it. So I don't know how they're going to fix this issue.
I think it's a couple things. One, I think I think Ted said it best starting off, right? The All-Star Weekends for casuals, not for basketball fanatics. Like it's for everyone, but it's ideally the people who come and watch one NBA game a week or something, right? And I think when it comes to All-Star contest, there's a couple things. One, like you said, Guled. Well, the first thing is there's only so many ways you can dunk a ball before you've done all of them. All right, either you start to jump higher or you do more props and everything. I think also we all remember the dunk contest in 2016. Like this is that like we seen what the best dunkers can do, and it's just hard to compete with that. Matt McClung did a fine job. Yeah,
Did a great job.
I don't think stars.
No. When I say
are
stars,
the answer though.
no.
Because 2016. Go back to 2016.
They weren't stars. I agree with you.
Aaron Gordon was not a star. Zach LaVine was like,
but they weren't stars. But I think I'm saying like people want. It's two ways. If people want to see the John the John Moran and Zion, people like stars who are known for dunking. Like Aaron Gordon, people are like, oh yeah, he can dunk. That could mean, oh yeah, he can definitely dunk. He had a whole nickname with Andrew Wiggins. I forgot what it was like Air Minnesota or something like that. I forgot what it was. All right, but like people want to see the guys who are like playing 30 minutes a game and have them dunk, maybe 25, whatever. And Matt McClung is a great dunker. Understand, I'm speaking from a casual point of view. What Ten said earlier, I think he's right. All right, people don't want to see Matt McClung. That's just the facts. People don't want to see him.
I disagree.
No.
Yeah, I disagree.
I want to see the best. I want to see the best dunkers.
And I'm with you.
I want to see the best dunkers in the NBA.
And I'm with you. But if we want to see best dunkers, and this is just my opinion, right? I will see John Morant. Now, I would love
a high flyer. No, I think John Morant is one of those guys that I think could perform very well. Anthony Edwards, another one.
Exactly. And I'm saying, so my thing is Guled.
Zion, another one.
Like
but after that, who else is
no,
there?
but Guled, right there, Guled. But that's my point.
That's the wish list.
You made a great point earlier, saying like the stars don't want to do it because they're not afraid. That's the wrong word, but they know if they mess up, they're ridiculed. Social media is bigger than ever. Where back in the day, when Kobe did it, when Jordan did it. What you get a news article in the local paper? Like, who cares?
In the local paper.
Now if you miss a dunk, you're a joke on Twitter for a whole weekend.
Yeah, and you're a video on YouTube Shorts, TikTok.
Yeah, it's there for life. And or if you screw up at all, if you're gonna be like, this is Kobe but trying to dunk the game winner. Imagine that. It's just him just missing a dunk for a dunk contest. All right, like it's so I get it, but like I just feel like the best players, the best dunkers, which with Matt McClung's great dunker, but like the big names, like I think it has to be a mix. I'm not saying you need all four of them. I'm not saying all four. I shout out JB, even though I thought JB's dunks really weren't that great as dunks. But the backgrounds, like the stuff, the reason he did it, okay, I respect that. I'm not disrespecting it. As dunks, but I don't think but they're very good at all. All right, for a dunk contest,
creativity goes into it though.
JB's a great in-game dunker. All right, I think that's
windmill. We're not
the dunks he did. But like they felt more like it's someone who does in-game dunks. All right, where Matt McClung has practice time and is doing Matt McClung's trying this stuff in practice. You know what I mean? Like it's different levels. All right, so that's what I think. I just think
the judges ruined it. Sadik,
the judges also sucked. I just think, I'll be honest, NBA either get rid of it or sit down, have a real meeting about this dunk contest and figure out how to fix it, or get rid of it. 10
to speak.
I mean, you guys brought up some really good points, so I'm gonna basically piggyback off the points that I agree with for you guys. Number one, I gotta start with the good, because what I'm gonna say on the bad side is gonna make me sound really disrespectful. So I'm gonna be very honest, right? So, number one, Celtics fan, big shout out to JB for stepping out there and doing the dunk contest. Big shout out. All right. Look, because a lot of these stars are too scared to step out there. Sadik, you said they're scared of being ridiculed. JB's not scared of being ridiculed.
And,
He
and,
said,
J,
if I
and
wanted
J, JB's not just a star, by the way. That's an all NBA player.
All NBA, highest paid in the league.
Highest paid in the
He's
league.
not. He's not even on the contract
Let
yet.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That guy's been to the finals. All right.
Yeah, he's been
That guy's a playoff player. Okay, he has some real shit on the line.
Yep.
So go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So big shout out to JB. He's not afraid of being ridiculed. He'll jump in that dunk contest. So big shout out to him. And I also really, really, really respect that dunk he did for Terrence Clark. Like in terms of creativity, I really like that dunk. Also, Mac McClung, I know he's been here a couple years in the dunk contest. He's a good dunker. I'm not mad at the dunks he did, but I'll talk about him a little later. Also, I really Jacob Toppin, you're trying to avenge what happened to your brother. Wait, did Obi Toppin win? I don't think
he did win. He won easily.
Never mind. He didn't avenge his brother. He tried to be like his brother. All right. But overall, that's what I have to say good about the dunk contest. So all that stuff it makes me overlook a little bit that the NBA might be parading Mac McClung around the All-Star Weekend a little too much. They put in the Ryan Stars Challenge. I don't know what he was doing in the Ryan Stars Challenge, by the way. Mac McClung is a G League player, and I don't think if the dunk contest is gonna go where I think the NBA wants to take it. I know Guled, you said you're here for the dunks. The NBA is not really gonna grow the dunk contest if we're gonna have G League players dunking in the dunk contest. We're gonna need more people like JB.
Thank you.
Yep.
How do you know Mac McClung's not going to be?
Come on, Glenn.
How do you know? You don't know.
Betting odds.
And you yourself were in the G League.
Yes.
And then you won a championship.
And I won a championship.
Yeah, but Pascal Siakam will never be in the dunk contest.
Here's the thing. You just don't know.
Mac McClung.
Go ahead, Ted.
Mac McClung, the NBA has been parading him around this whole weekend. I'm not a fan of that. Number two, speaking of JB, I know I shout out JB. He might have set us back like 5 years in the dunk contest. Let's be real. I'll be real. Because number one, Guled, you said that Kai Cenat dunk. I'm not gonna lie. There's this video that I saw of the angle where he jumped and it looked like he was getting thrown out like Jazz and Fresh Prince. That was the funniest thing I've seen in my life. he made Kai Cenat sit down. So
he jumped over a 5'3" person, made him sit down, and made him 3 feet, bro.
That I'm not gonna lie, that performance might have set us back a few years. Not only because of JB, I'm saying that as it was because of the judges. Because what the judges did, you could tell it was a concerted effort. What they said was like, guys, we have a star in the dunk contest. Let's not mess this up. That's what the judges are saying. The judges
they also were stimulated because JB was using the LED floors better than anyone. He used them better than anyone.
Yeah.
Hey, MD. That's an artistic mind right there. The man's dunked. They put you in TD Gardens. The old people probably got so confused. There was this one guy who looked like he was on an IV, bro. He probably got so stimulated that he accidentally hit 50 and gave that man a good score.
I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of IV, guys, when are we gonna stop putting these 90-year-old judges on the dunk contest, bro? Like, I get it, Dr. J, Dominique Wilkins. Like, we get trying to put homage to the game. The judges are really like, it's not consistent at all with the dunk contest at all.
Baylor gets the score right every time of what it should be.
Who?
Kenny Smith. Every time he's always talking about it, I'm like, I agree with him. Like, that's the score. I think Kenny Smith is so good.
Agreeing with the drunk.
He might have been drunk, but he was right, brother. You can remember.
Yeah, but overall, I feel like there was more bad than good in the dunk contest. That's what I think.
And I don't think it was bad. You got the up and coming. First of all, you got the best dunker out of the four. I think Mac McClung could go up against anyone.
No, I agree. By the way, as a dunk contest dunker, 100%.
He can go against anyone, right? Jaylen Brown, you got a star. Okay, you got Jacob Toppin. They don't know who he was. I really don't, because he's not on the floor ever. People don't know his first name. They don't know who he was, but he was a very good dunker as well. Jaime is the wild card. That's really been the NBA format for dunk contests for years now. It hasn't really been getting two amazing dunkers at the same time isn't something that they really.
I think you're speaking, and again, I think you're speaking from a basketball fanatic point of view. You love basketball, right? You will watch talented players no matter who they are. As a product, and I'm using the word you all use on me. As a product, You want to see bigger names. People know. Even when Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon were in them, people know them more than they know the Jacob Toppin. Just an example, like people know who they were.
Yeah.
So that's I think, and I think the NBA needs to sit back, and I mean it. Either get, and also they're also being punished because we've seen everything. Like Matt McClung, I thought catch the ball midair and dunk it again. I said that's awesome, brother. Good shit. We have never seen that before. Right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome. I said, okay, let's give that a 50. We never seen it before. All right. It's just I don't like, but like the rest of the dunks, I'm like, cool. Like they were good. I agree with you, good. As a basketball, I'm like, oh god, that's hard to do. I can never do that. A lot of NBA players but can't do that. All right?
I know, but you can't even hit a left-handed layup.
No,
I had to slide that in. This is nothing personal. Nothing
okay,
personal.
because
Don't do it. Don't do it. Please.
No, you're right. I'm moving on.
Spare me.
And you have a 5-inch vertical, brother. Please. So as I was, all I'm saying is, bro, you need the combination is you need big names and then you need names that dunk well. You need a big name that can dunk well. So John Morant, Zion, LeBron. I don't give a damn how old you are. I'm calling LeBron being a dunk contest will be an instant watch.
Sadik.
That ship has sailed.
No, I don't give a damn. I still watch it. I guarantee
You saw LeBron dunk an All-Star game, brother. He's rim glazed. Like it's like he's there now. He's human again.
Getting there now. It's a wrap.
Hey, real quick,
crazy.
The only highlight for me, I don't know you guys, was the 3-point contest. Does anyone have any comments you want to say about that? But I thought it was good. It was fun to watch. The only thing
I thought Mitchell would be better.
I like how we downplayed the best part of the weekend.
No, I mean
the best event in the weekend.
Facts.
The most stars from the weekend.
Facts.
You talk about star power. You saw the star power over there.
Yeah, man. Shout out Malik Beasley.
You named like the worst.
Come on.
Every single other person was an all-star, all NBA player. I know.
No, listen, that was the best. The reason, Guled, I'm not talking about a lot because it was the best one. We're all gonna agree. Like the other one.
So why we hating?
If you're the best player on a bad team, a team's still losing. Who cares? You still lost the weekend, brother.
You know why? I think I know why the 3-point contest is the best. You can't cheat the game, brother.
You either make the shot or you don't. You make the shot or you don't.
You make the shot or you don't. The score goes up or it doesn't. You know what I mean?
There's
no judges.
There's no judges. It's just hoops, and that's what we've gotten away from. All this gimmicky stuff, it's not working. Okay, we need to go back to simplifying it. When we overcomplicate it, that's where all this trouble comes in.
Brother. Honestly, less props.
Yeah, no, less props.
And all these sitting in a chair.
No, Anthony Edwards thought he was at a carnival. I mean, this dude's shooting all left hand. Anyways, I enjoyed the 3-point competition a lot. Damian Lillard made a statement this weekend, and I know y'all don't think he did, but he did. He won that contest, which I went under the radar. There's not really a whole lot to say about it, except for what happened after with the Steph versus Sabrina thing. I think we should just get into that more than the 3-point contest. Y'all let me know.
I mean, shout out Sabrina. That's it. She impressed me. I'll be honest.
When she came out and hit those first 5, 6, 7 shots, I was like, chill.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, she got the aimbot on.
Listen, she tied those NBA stars that you just named, those big names. You just said all the big names were there. She tied them from their 3-point line, which is further than a WNBA. All right, she tied them because I think Dame got 24, Trey got 24. Who else? Laurie Marketing Carter. She tied the best shooters in the NBA. Put her in the league.
In one round. But she did use a girls' ball, guys.
No,
come on.
No, that's Kenny Smith.
I'm glad. Yeah, Kenny Smith. Sadik, I'm glad you brought up that she shot from the NBA line because
she requested
it. Yeah, because when they first announced it, they said she's gonna use the WNBA ball, WNBA line.
She would have won. She would have won. She shot from WNBA line. She would have won.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't be mad if she went with that. But the thing is, I'm talking about the scrutiny she would have faced by people that, like the NBA fans would have said, "Oh, she shot from WNBA line." So she went ahead and said, I want to shoot from the NBA line. So I respect that. And when she came out, and I think she scored 26 points,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I was like, Steph might be right. But the thing is, Steph's
No,
the go for a reason, man.
Steph gonna
He's the
Steph.
no, Steph is Steph.
Steph's the go for a reason, man.
Steph
The thing
is
is,
Steph.
losing to Steph Curry by that little margin is not
Well,
something to be mad at. Especially with, I think she put the WNBA in a great light though.
No,
Do you want to see
100%.
that? Do you want to see something like that again? They're already talking about it.
Listen, I want to see a Caitlin Clark and Sabrina
Hey,
versus Steph and Dame.
no.
Everyone's admitting her into the
Go
WNBA
ahead.
already.
No, she's in
She's
already.
already
She's
a Hall
first.
of
The
She's a
second.
Hall of Famer.
Go ahead, Ted. Go ahead.
What if she decides she wants to be a stay-at-home mother or something, bro?
Look at me, Guled. Caitlin
Dude
Clark.
couldn't say doctor or
I
CEO.
know.
He said stay-at-home mother.
Oozing out of him.
Wait, why are you guys demeaning that?
He's insane.
I'm just anything like
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna say
Flag.
Caitlin Clark.
I'm the flag, but the guy Kenny Smith on national TV who's saying, "What is she doing shooting from this line?" That was terrible.
Difference is he was drunk.
Yeah.
So
What's your excuse? What's your excuse?
Yeah,
But,
he
I'm
wants to know
being
what's going on in
serious.
Mexico,
Like,
man.
I mean, I'm not that specific thing, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if, whatever. Go ahead, guys.
Listen,
Yeah,
let's just
but-
talk.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about the ugly real quick. The ugliest thing that we saw this weekend. Let's just talk about. Let's just get it out. Let's rip the bandage. Because I don't know y'all. I have trauma. That All-Star game was disgusting. That
You know what?
the Megan
Guys, let's
Tronic.
let Sadik go on the rant first.
No, I'm not going to rant.
Do you have
Listen,
anything positive to say, bro?
I'm what's positive about the All-Star game? I gave you positive. The a 3-pointer contest. Everything else was ass. I mean that.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be in front of your TV.
Yeah, and I regret it. And I'll tell you why. But I regret it the most. My dumb ass thought that the Kobe rule is still in place. So I sat there for 3 quarters thinking it's fine because 4 quarters going to come and I'm going to see real hoops. I really sat there thinking I'm going to see Giannis versus LeBron with Harden and Kawhi. I thought I was going to see great hoops all over again. Instead, what I saw was Luka, and I like Luka.
He takes it the least serious. He takes it the least serious.
I saw Luka and Jokic just making out in the middle of the court. No, bro.
Bring your kids. Family friendly.
Jokic and Luka are the most entertaining 2 guys out there. I mean, if you're not gonna play basketball, at least be fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm with you. Instead, everyone shot from half court. Like when Luka shot that one shot from the other side 3-point line. I want to turn off right there. I said, what the hell is this, bro? I can do that. What they were doing, but I could have done that. Just go in there and shoot from deep and just pray to God it goes in.
I don't think you hit backboard on that.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways.
He barely did.
Go ahead, Big Fish.
What are we talking about?
Honestly, Sadik can be as angry as he wants. He's a long tenured NBA fan, so he could be mad at all he wants. Every right. I, on the other hand, thought that was fire.
By yourself on that one. I want you to know. There's no one else in the world that agrees.
Certain men of certain caliber. I know 10 can relate. We just know how to. We see what's being written there. Okay,
You think
what's being written
about the All-Star game?
Listen, come on, bro. The All-Star game told us a lot. What I learned, one, keep your eye on this. I don't think Dame really likes Giannis like that. Keep your eye on it. Okay,
you picked that up too.
Okay.
You picked that up too?
Hey, 2 in a room full of superstars, mega stars, right?
Don't say it.
JB didn't
Oh
blink.
my god!
I'm just saying. JB didn't blink. All right, put a 36 ball in their dumb asses. Anyways, 3rd, right? There was a lot of people trying to go 1-on-1, but for some reason, they couldn't go 1-on-1, and I'm gonna tell you why. Dame, Tatum and KD wanted to go 1-on-1 a lot, right? And JB tried to go 1-on-1 a lot, didn't work. Luka and Brunson tried to go 1-on-1, didn't work. I'm just saying. The moment Sadik was looking for was there, but a certain freak from Milwaukee didn't allow it. All right. I thought it was fire though. I was shocked that there wasn't the rule that Sadik was talking about, the Kobe rule. I thought they could have kept that. They should have kept it, right? But they have next All-Star game to add it. Not mad at it.
They announced that before.
I think we could all agree these are some of the best jerseys and warm-ups for the last couple of years of All-Star. I thought they were fire. My JB jersey's on the way, you know. I wish it was the red one though, because that West one looked crazy.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing, LeBron and Giannis didn't feel like captains this year. You know.
Were they even captains? It was East-West this year.
Yeah, but LeBron and Giannis were still captains. They were voted they had the most votes each conference. So they were the captains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't really have much to say about the All-Star game. We could talk about what adjustments we'd make in the final segment to the overall weekend. But I honestly, it's always the same thing with me. I'm not going there expecting a really fun game to watch. It's just entertainment. I like the way it started with Tyrese Halliburton shooting 5 straight threes. I thought that was very entertaining.
Was he the best All-Star host ever?
You're putting me on the spot. I would say he did a very good job. I don't know who to compare him up against, but he did a very good job. He did a very good job, and also
AD in New Orleans was another one, really good.
Was it?
No,
I mean, he won the All-Star MVP
I've ever seen in my life. I just want to put that out there. I remember that they gave him 50 just because they said here AD. I remember that
he had 50.
They gave him.
I think Halliburton was a good host, and I did enjoy there were good moments in there throughout. Dame shooting from half court, Tyrese shooting from where he did. Cat, being Cat is very entertaining. I think LeBron's just letting the kids play. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment, bro. It's not like I don't take it too serious. And I actually went back and watched the 2001 All-Star game, and let me tell you something. That is never coming back. That is never coming back.
Did you watch it? Wait, actually, Guled, I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a question because I tweeted this. Was the All-Star game always like this? All right, because I tweeted that on I said, was the All-Star game always like this, or is my childhood like I just see it differently now? So if you watch it, go ahead.
I think the All-Star game has more or less been more so like not very entertaining. I think people have kind of been brainwashed over the past couple of years. It's been mostly, screwing around, but if the score's close in the fourth quarter, then it gets tight.
Okay.
But back then, back in the 2000s, I can't bring up any other example besides what I watched with the 2001. And that was real hoops. They are playing it's a pickup game. They're playing defense.
Yeah.
People are boxing out. People are put back dunking over each other. People are fouling. That I do not know if that's ever going to go back to it because it falls on an individual level. It falls on an individual level, bro. There has to be a sponsor for who's gonna I'm
gonna say 10. How much you got? I'm gonna say something. You'll tell me. And Stephen A. said this, and I don't fully disagree. It falls on the best of the best. It falls on because call me crazy, and if LeBron starts trying an All-Star game, which understand LeBron's older, he's been here, done that. Let's say he did. Let's say it was 5 years
LeBron's
ago.
oldest.
Huh?
Oldest. LeBron's the oldest now.
Okay, if LeBron, but the thing about if LeBron tries, well, all of a sudden, Luka and Jokic will never try. Let's get it. But Tatum might be like, "Hold on, LeBron, you try to go at me?" Like, imagine LeBron starts guarding Tatum for real. Okay, it calls Sexton defense.
Yeah,
doing all this. Right?
Yeah.
Walks in. Tatum might be hold up, and then LeBron gets the ball. Says, "ISO on Tatum." Okay, guess what? That's way more entertaining than anything we watched last night. That's way more entertaining.
Yeah.
10, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, the thing about Sadik, I'm glad you brought up that point because first of all, the All-Star game, I like the fact that you brought it to East and West. I think that was one of the good things about the All-Star game. What was that?
The West had 14 championships on their side, and the East had 1.
And as we saw by the effort, none of that matters because when players don't care, it doesn't matter what roster is stacked or not. But the thing is, like, what I didn't like about it is we all know it was the effort. A team shouldn't be scoring over 200 points. Like, no one wants to watch that. I don't care how many half-court shots Damian Lillard wants to shoot. Like, we could watch it on YouTube. People shooting half-court shots if that's going to be entertaining. But the thing about
people talk about defense. How do you guard that?
First of all, the fact that he felt like okay with doing that multiple times in a game tells you all you need to know. But Sadik, I'm so glad you brought up the fact that Stephen A. said, "Oh, LeBron. If LeBron tried, everyone would try." After the game, they interviewed LeBron. LeBron literally admitted, he said the All-Star game needs more effort. I'm over here like, brother, are you not playing in the game? Like this man is acting like he wasn't just playing the game, just letting people walk by him, and then he wants to say we need more effort. After like the players don't care, and I know we're gonna have a segment after this. Is there gonna have to be like the way the game is right now? There's not gonna
It's
be
unwatchable.
there's not gonna be any
Unwatchable.
changes, and
100%.
as the years goes on, it's gonna be like the Pro Bowl where it gets so bad that people literally don't watch it, which forces the league to make changes. And it looks like we're getting to that point.
No, 10. I'll do one better, and then go with everything bad to say. I'm not watching next year. They gotta prove to me, but they gotta win. Oh yeah, whatever.
Breaking
news! I'm not watching All-Star game. I'm not wasting my time. I'll watch the highlights on YouTube.
Wait.
I'm good.
It's Sadik. Is this you actually not watching it, or is this
No,
like
I watch
you
the highlights
not
on YouTube.
or is this like you not buying 2K?
No,
10 years
first
from now.
off, I hear you. But second off, all right, I'm not watching it. All right, I want you to know in the fourth quarter, I turn off and then I turn on 2K. All right, I was like, I'm playing this instead. All right, okay.
Fair.
Like next year, I'm watching the highlights. All right.
Fair. All right, 10. Get us into
All
your-
right. So we left the best topic for last, guys, and because the thing is, all we're hearing a lot today in the media, and also with this podcast after All-Star Weekend, is everything wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
All we do is complain. All the media does is complain. We say, "Oh, this is wrong. The All-Star Weekend is ruined," but not a lot of people are giving suggestions.
Mhm.
So we on the 5 on 5 podcast, we have a new segment, which could be a recurring segment as the season goes on. It's like what we like to call Couch Commissioner, right?
Yes.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pass it around, and this is the scenario. Adam Silver gets mad, or something he falls into a scandal, and he has to step down as commissioner.
Yeah.
And you get a phone call
Mhm.
from your couch, and they say, "You are the commissioner of the NBA, and your first project is to fix All-Star Weekend. What are you gonna do?" I'll go first. Just to set an example. Guled, you're next.
I'm next.
Guled, you're next. Because I'm gonna go to the extreme if I'm the commissioner, and I know none of you guys are gonna agree with me, which is why I'm gonna set the tone. Because this is why I'm gonna set the table. Adam Silver and NBA. Adam Silver said himself, he said what the direction the NBA wants to go for the All-Star Weekend, they want to follow Super Bowl, the Super Bowl week, where this is the Super Bowl week for the NBA because during the finals, they go from city to city. They have to stay in one place. So this is what the NBA views Super Bowl week, where all the media comes and stuff like that. I think they should combine the in-season tournament and All-Star Weekend in the same weekend in terms of the semifinals. This is what I think. Friday, Rising Stars Challenge, exactly the way it is now. Elam ending, multiple teams, shorter games. Later on Friday, in-season tournament semifinals. So the teams come, they do their thing. Saturday, I think we should have the skills challenge, dunk contest, three-point contest. Shorter versions, though, because at the end of the Saturday night, we're going to implement a new game called the one-on-one King of the Court that people were hinting at for a while. I feel like if we close out Saturday night with that, that's gonna really just gonna be what the NBA fans want, and players are gonna try. Sunday afternoon, we're gonna have an all-star game. It's gonna be like the Elam, and he's gonna play to a target score. The people in the IST finals aren't gonna play in the all-star game, but the players that got eliminated, they get to attend the IST finals. They're gonna have the all-star game and the game with the IST finals. I feel like this is going to be a great week for the NBA, and I feel like having prize money all across the board is going to make players try more. I know that's extreme. I know it's never going to happen, but if I'm the commissioner, I'll make it happen.
Okay.
What do you think, Guled?
10, you 8, my boy.
You ate there. However,
you ate.
I'm poking one hole on it. I'm moving on. The IST tournament is already sponsored by Vegas. That means the All-Star game has to be in Vegas. That means all the cities they have in the future. You know, I'm
wait.
My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it every year? Is it every year or this year?
Huh?
I don't think.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
If I was commissioner, I'm cutting. The
Is it
contract is
Vegas?
getting ripped.
Yeah. I've done 10. That was a good idea. And I didn't have an elaborate little setup like you did. I'm not even gonna lie. And you even said part of what I was gonna say, but they have to implement a 1v1 tournament of some sort, I think.
Yep.
And you know what? I said sponsors earlier. Kevin Durant, I am making you the sponsor. All right, buddy. You love basketball. You love one-on-one. You're not afraid of the moment. You need to repair your legacy. So I'm giving you a chance. All right, Kevin Durant is going to sponsor the one-on-one tournament. I wouldn't even mind 2v2, 3v3, something like that. 3v3, I think, should be the max. But I think that could be fun. Smaller games, you cannot try in 3v3, but then you're just only going to fool yourself. You're going to look like a fool out there and get embarrassed by someone who's trying. But I like that idea personally. 10, I really like your idea, but I'm going with that.
All right. Big Fish, you want me to go or you want to go?
You go first.
I'll throw the whole weekend away.
Throw the whole weekend away.
No, no. I like the 1v1 tournament thing. The way I would do it is king of the court, but everyone has 3 lives. That way, like think about that. Me too. Because I promise you, all right. Because size matters, of course. I feel like if it's one chance or up to
and pride matters.
Huh?
Players are prideful.
Pride. I'm saying
Pride
size
matters.
matters. Someone like Cat's gonna post up Kyrie, but if Cat misses one time, he feels that he's like, oh shit. I lost the life.
Yeah.
Now Kyrie has the ball. Kyrie just going down the line of All Stars. I want the All Stars lined up like it's 2K. Hey man, I have next. I have next. I'm sitting there, line up.
What's Kyrie doing there?
So I'll think one. And Jokic and Luka cannot try and be cute. Be like, oh my god, they're gonna be out, and Jokic will lose first time. Be like, okay, I tried it. Sorry. Then he's out, and after the real hoopers will come in, the guys who want to win, and someone like Randall could come in, jab, hold on, KD, jab, body spin move.
Yeah. Right. You know what's crazy though? I don't think NBA players will be able to watch the 1v1 tournament, and me personally, and I mean this is just me speaking for me, and not want to be a part of it.
That's what I'm saying. And they take and listen, and even if someone if a new All-Star, let's say like Jalen Brunson caught LeBron James leaning or something, just a little bit fade away.
Yeah.
That NBA, that's views, that's clicks. We're waiting for. Okay, and then all of a sudden, LeBron's mad. He has on his last life. He locks in for the rest of the king of the court. Guess what's happening? Views, clicks. Come on, NBA. What are we talking about? Andy, go ahead.
Honestly, you guys had a lot of great points. Honestly, they're so much better than mine. But mine really speaks to.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching today. No, kidding. Go ahead.
Are you ready? 2 All-Star spots for every team should be added, and we're gonna call this the instigator spot. I want Dylan Brooks in there. I want Pat Bev in there. I want dudes who are gonna turn this shit up to 10. Okay, because it's all cool until you got that one dude that's like dirt under his fingernail, trying hard. You're like, ugh,
2 hands in the back type shit.
Exactly, and then the coach is forced to play this guy the same amount of numbers as the best player.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I
like that. You want to be out there just doing bullshit? Guess what? You're gonna have a partner. You're gonna have a partner out there.
Okay.
No, that's funny. Instigator position.
Yep.
I like it. Look, everyone.
They need to find a way to incorporate Pat Bev and
we need Pat Bev All-Star game. Is what we're saying. Long story short, but everyone, thank you guys for watching and listening. Hopefully, this podcast is more entertaining than the All-Star game. Follow us on Instagram, social media, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. I'll be back next week on time on Monday since All-Star break's over, so we're back to work. Expect content. Also, shout out to 10 real quick. I just want to say a quick shout out on the pod. 10 been working his ass off on clips and editing. Hopefully the audio and video issues that I've been having are fixed by then. Inshallah. We'll see. A free Palestine. Everyone have a good day, good afternoon, and good night.
Yes, sir.